Lacrosse, fastest game on 2 feet. Hi guys, so my name is Blake and I'm going to tell you about the rapid progression or growth of lacrosse just over the last 10 to 15 years. It's been around a lot longer than that, but had to keep it short and simple. So when I first moved here from California in the 8th grade, I had never heard of lacrosse. I was a football player, basketball player, I snowboarded, skateboarded, but lacrosse was just not in my scope of sports that I knew about. And it wasn't until that winter of my 8th grade year that one of my teammates thought that I would be a good fit for it. So he convinced me and my brother to go out for the team in the spring season. And this is actually me with my first lacrosse team ever. And that's a high school photo of Midlothian Lacrosse Club. So the basics about lacrosse, it's pretty much a combination of 3 different sports. You have football, where there's big hits and there's full contact. It's a lot like soccer. There's 1 less man on the field per team, so you got 10 people on the field. It's a lot of the same positions, so you have 3 attackmen, 3 midfielders, 3 defense, and a goal. And last but not least, it's a lot like hockey because we use face-offs at the beginning of each quarter and after every goal that's scored. So, like I wrote up there, it is the fastest growing sport in the U.S. With about 43% growth of youth programs, about 28% of high school programs in the U.S. And as you can see here, starting around the year 2000, it has shot up, adding about 200 teams in the men's and women's programs in college. And when I first started, the teams that dominated were Maryland, UVA, Syracuse, and there's one other that I can't think of right now, but since the expansion, these are kind of the programs. This is Denver, this is all the way in the West Coast, which is kind of very, it's not, I've kind of lost my train of thought. We'll just skip that part. So, a huge part of lacrosse and the growth of it is swag. Does anybody know what swag is? No. You can think of swag of anything, but in lacrosse, swag is basically looking good from head to toe. Starting from your helmet all the way down to your cleats, you're matching, you're looking good. And if you look up here, those were the nasty rust buckets that they used to wear back about 20, 25 years ago. But since Cascade helmets have taken over, they've gone to a much sleeker, sharper look, as you can see here. Another huge part of swag is the gloves. Here, those are some nasty looking gloves, but as you can see, they really haven't changed much over the last 15 years, but they've gotten much lighter, much more comfortable, and you can basically style them any way you'd like. So to wrap it up, the spring season is upon us, and March Madness is almost over. There's no football, and let's be honest, the NBA season is really boring. NBA regular season is really boring to watch. So if you're looking for yourself, needing a fix for some sports, turn on ESPN or Big Ten Network and look for a really good game this weekend. And in conclusion, cats.